They know your activities, the emails, phone numbers, securities, bank account. They know everything. They know your boss. They know your work.
Hey, welcome back to the show. Appreciate you being here. My name is Kevin Rosenquist, and of course, I am here with Jason Ho of Teklium. Jason, welcome back. Great to see you.
Thank you, Kevin and the Jason show.
The Kevin and Jason show. Yeah, we were just talking about how we don't actually have a title, but that's it. We'll just go with the Kevin and Jason show. It sounds great. Love it. So today we're going to talk about AI. We're going to continue to talk about China and their intentions, but also AI in the larger sense. So Jason, let's start here. And in what ways is AI being used by governments to influence public opinion or gain power?
So before answer that question, always I have another question to people. What is AI? And people might give the scientific answer or engineering answer. The AI is artificial intelligence, is a tool, can do that, like a ChatGPT.
Yeah, I can ask ChatGPT anything. It helps me out.
So, and my answer is very simple. AI is war. People didn't know that. AI is a war. This is a war between technology and humanity. If people think a little bit deeper, your question about the influence to the government, influence the policies, influence the societies. When you talk about AI has that ability, then you realize AI is a war between technology and humanity. Because AI is not something and just really run by machine. I explained that before. AI is heavily depending on data set. Very, very large data set. And usually just for the ChatGPT, I'm bad with remembering numbers, but I believe this is a terabytes or even the petabytes. They are in petabytes range to build ChatGPT data set. So huge amount data required. So where the data coming from? From surveillance, from unwanted data collections. Gathering those data. Then have tons of organizations. You can check OpenAI, the organization. There are so many researchers, institute working with OpenAI to study, to manage, to process this data. So when we say AI must be something wonderful, they can do so much greater things. They can make music, they can make a video, and they can make illustrations, pictures, and even they can make articles, presentations. Some so wonderful. Why AI can do that? Yes, there's some abilities, and imagine and amazing things ongoing with AI. But down to the bottom, down to the core, actually it is everything coming from everyone's work. The music is coming from all the musicians' working pieces. And through the data analysis, through the computer and the program to dissect those music sections, segments, the chorus, the melody, the instrument, and the composition of music, a song. Then they can come out something different. But actually, they all based on success of music or popular music as a foundation to get the data. Same thing coming from others. So when AI can influence and the government, the policies and the societies, because we think AI is so wonderful because and they can and create so many wonderful things, but fundamentally that is because AI data. So we have two famous words people like to use and called AI hallucination. Probably you heard the word and AI.
Of course,
yeah, and hallucinating. Listen, AI is not hallucinating. The AI is just follow their masters. AI is the name is just a veil and protecting the owner of those data and use AI as a command to communicate the word. So it's not hallucinating. This is the AI actually based on those data organized, processed, managed, curated by those experts under the few people's command to present a word and very different from the reality. So that's what I said. AI is a technology against humanity, and fundamentally, AI is a war.
Do you use AI?
I definitely use AI. It's convenient when I search information before I have to type. I need to search. I have to review those information. Now it's simple, and I just look at the result generated by AI. So AI is useful when you do the information gathering, but that would be it. That would be it. And there's two ways to look at it. And first, there shouldn't be one type of AI. Currently, we talk about AI only is a very small part of AI can do, or very small part of AI functions. And that's very, very misleading. AI can do many things. There are so many types of AIs. There are so many different functions. There are so many different of constructions of AI. But no, we only talk about one type of AI. It's coming from surveillance. It's good for surveillance, good for control, good for manipulation, and good for the influences. This is maybe it's less than 1% of real AI technology. And like
Really? That low?
Yeah. Like Teklium is working on another type of AI technology. Also, we just one type of AI technology. We don't have any preset data. We don't need a preset data. We just based on whatever and happening in real time. We don't need to remember and the data. We only remember the experience. So we use this AI to process initially for the communication and like a networking where you want to see the video from the streaming service company to watch your best movie. But maybe you are in the train and maybe you are traveling, the signal is not good. You cannot get a continuous playback. And for example, people listening to the streaming audio in car, and now all the audio no longer stored in your phone, but coming from the cloud. But suddenly, because bad, and the wireless reception, it will start breaking, destroy your feeling. So we want to make an AI which can overcome those communication problems. So we want to make an AI, we call it the emulated quantum communication. And it's really follow the quantum communication functionalities. So we want to make sure we can have a lossless communication and also deliver short latency and between the servers and the devices. So even you are in very difficult communication environment, even you have some blackouts, you are in the dead spots, but we try to recover the music, video, the contents delivery as much as possible. So this is also type of AI. In that sense, we don't need to collect any data from the users. We don't need any preset data. We just look at what's reality, what's happening at the communication channel, what's the bandwidth, what's the latency, and the behavior of the communication. We find out the solution to deal with difficult communication environments. So AI have so many types. Why just one type, like open AI, like ChatGPT? So strangely, people talk about AI, definitely through those powerful people, the influences to define the less than 1% AI becoming the full picture, just about your life. And your life, maybe you have up and you have downs, you have good times, you have bad times, but now they just pick up one day of your life, just that day, to say that is you, that represents you, and there's nothing else to see, there's nothing else to check. That's pretty sad. So we really want to let people know AI is wild and open field. There's no reason. Also, I think this is a crime to limit the AI only becoming one type of program, one type of solution.
There's a lot of people who are very nervous about AI, and are there good reasons to be? I mean, you're also it sounds like you're kind of saying that the stuff we're using AI for is just kind of the small stuff. There's bigger stuff you can do with it. Should we be afraid of the bigger stuff?
So I said that AI is a war. Then we win war, we need to know our enemy. And definitely I didn't talk about all AI functions is a war. I only talk about the current stereotype AI and AI based on the preset data set and like pre-collect data. This is only one type of AI is declared the war. So we need to understand who is our enemy, who is collecting those data. So I just give some hint in the facts. China is the country has the highest and revenue on the data centers who collecting, storing data. And China is the country producing most data compared to other nations. And if you search the web, people will tell you, because China, the advances in the wireless communication, and the IT development. So China generate the most data, but they never say another word, surveillance. China is a surveillance world. You have so many cameras, and government listen everything. They watch everything. So we need to know who. When we say AI is war, we need to know who is our enemy. And the enemy is those people control the AI data. And so who controls AI data? That in reality, we have to look at China and have some numbers, and also that's a fact. And China is the nation and has highest revenue on data centers collecting the data from the world. Also, Chinese people create most data and most, and if you check online, the most specialists, the most experts will tell you why China has so many data generated, because they are advanced in wireless communication, advanced in their internet infrastructure, advanced their IT technology. But they don't tell the truth, because China is a country, is a nation, and installs so many surveillance devices. They have so many cameras, they have so many and the ways to listen, to watch everyone's doing. And also because the advancement in Huawei network systems with the TSMC control semiconductor chips. And China, actually, their surveillance network is covering the globe. It's not only inside China. China collecting every data, everything from the world. And the Chinese always proud of, not Chinese people, Chinese communists who runs the data center, they are very proud of. They have information almost of everyone in the world as long as you are connected. They know your activities, they know your emails, they know your phone numbers, they know your social securities, they know your bank account, they know everything. They know your boss, they know your work, and they know what did you write, what did you talk, they know who you encountered with daily. That's because the cell phone, the wireless network, the communication, the semiconductor chips, the advance in camera technologies allow China to collect all information around the world. Most horrible things. I don't know if you heard the news. I noticed it's not reported in the US widely. OpenAI started a program. They pay people with cryptocurrency they call WorldCoin. Pay the people to share the camera image to OpenAI. They want to use your camera because if OpenAI do that, it's a crime. Maybe it is a problem, but they use you and pay you WorldCoin, a cryptocurrency, for you to do that, to share your camera image to people. They target in the coffee shops, restaurant, public area. They want to study your iris. They want to study your voice print. They want to study your motion activities to understand how you walk, how you act, so they can identify you easily. They want to get name list match, like a coffee shop, who was the buyer, the credit card information match with camera. So in South Korea, people are lining up. The small business owner, they are lining up. They try to get the WorldCoin. They try to share the camera information to OpenAI. So China is the place, and they can allow those data collection happen freely. So when we need to know the enemy, and definitely enemies who control the AI, but also we need to know and who collecting so much data without any limitations, restriction, or concerns. That's China. Once we know our enemy, then we can come back how we're going to deal with it. So do we need to concern about the AI? Do we need to worry about the AI? Yes, we need to worry about our data being collected and our information, our privacy has been broken. But do we need to worry about the AI? Maybe it's difficult part and to give a very simple answer. First, current AI only take about 1% of AI technology. If we just say every AI is bad, this look like if one person is criminal, you just say, oh, human is bad. That's too much. But the problem is, no, the people already have stereotyped what is AI is. I talk about I have different AI, people get confused. And your AI is just open AI, just like ChatGPT, is how to change the concept. And just like a famous music brand, you suddenly want to say, yeah, like Motown. Motown supposedly is just a city name, but now you want to say, I have a different type of Motown music. Young people will not accept it because the stereotype already bring to the human's mind. So do we need to concern about the AI? And my general answer, yes, should you have. But am I working on the AI? Oh, yes, I'm also working on the AI, but a very different type of AI. So that's give me difficult time. I should say I'm AI technology, or I just say it a different way. I should say we are just working on the smart programs and help your life living better. So most I talk about our technologies emulate the quantum communication, EQC. I don't want to say this is an AI program because I don't want people get nervous or get afraid. So that's the reality about AI.
All right. Well, a lot to unpack there. I'm excited to talk more about this. We're out of time for today, but stick around for our next one. We're gonna be doing a part 2 of this soon, so look for that. Jason, thanks so much. Always appreciate chatting with you. Looking forward to wrapping this conversation up.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.